Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. I am here today with a unboxing from Book Outlet. This is my, what's it called? Black Friday, my Black Friday haul. I think it was like 20-30% off even. So I think all of these books I got for under $35 and I wanted to share them with you. I'm also going to call this Nonfiction November Made Me Do It because a lot of these books are nonfiction because I got so wrapped up in a couple of great books that I normally wouldn't have read, and I just had to have all the nonfiction. I think I did pick up like a couple like fiction booktube darling books as well, but let's just get into it. I don't even remember exactly what's in this box, like title-wise, because it has been so long, but all right, here we go. Wow. I did not realize that this was this large. This is The Lincolns by Candace Fleming. I really enjoy Candace Fleming's other nonfiction books that are high middle grade, maybe even YA. The one that she wrote about the Romanov family was amazing. I did not realize this is a scrapbook of the Lincoln family. So I hope this reads just like the same style as her other books because they do read more like fiction than actual nonfiction text, which is something that I love and always intrigued by the Lincoln family, not just for the presidential side, but like behind the scenes with her life and the grief of their son and all that kind of stuff. It's a very intriguing family to learn about. So excited to have that one. Not sure where I'll be able to store it because it is so big. The next one, oh, what? I got a $5 buck code, which I'm covering the code so nobody can use it. But that's a nice surprise. Okay, here we have Becoming Bonnie, The Crash of the Century with When Bonnie Met Clyde. This is a novel about Bonnie. Now I can't remember. Bonnie Lynn Parker is her real name. And it's just kind of recreating the story. I don't know how on point it is with the historical elements of the story, but I did get a book to pair with this that I'm super excited about, and I will bring that in later when it gets out of the box. So it's a very pretty cover, but excited to dig into that one. Brady, can you stop, please? The next one. Oh, okay. So to pair with this one right away, they're nicely put together. Go Down Together, The True and Untold Story of Bonnie and Clyde. So you may ask, why am I intrigued with Bonnie and Clyde? Last month or the month before, I read a book that was all about Bonnie and Clyde. I'll throw up on the screen here. That was a YA book, and the audiobook was so good. I read it in less than 24 hours. And so I was just wanting to learn more about them. This is a adult novel. And this is supposed to be like the most comprehensive story of their life. So there are a couple books, like I said, I have a fiction and nonfiction pairing that maybe I will try to read together at some point. So that's a lot of fun. Next up, we have 10 Days a Madwoman. It's the daring life and turbulent times of the original reporter, Nellie Bly. So I believe, what did she do? I think she snuck in to an insane asylum to like do a report about that. And so for 10 days she pretended to be Brady. Thank you, sir. For 10 days she pretended to be a madwoman to write the report. This is a YA nonfiction book, and it's been on a couple like high award lists, including Donald Miller, which I love her. So it looks like she has another one. Ooh, if I like this one, there's one about Harry Houdini. That's exciting. All right. So another nonfiction book. In the box next, another one by Candace Fleming. She did a book about Amelia Earhart. Amelia Lost, The Life and Disappearance of Amelia Earhart, once again by Candace Fleming. And again, in the style that I do so love, about Amelia Earhart. As a Kansas girl, I've learned a lot about her in the past, but I'm excited to add that as well to my collection. Next in the box is a naked book. There's nothing on that. What is this? I've never had this happen before. Okay, this is In the Shadow of Liberty by Kenneth C. Davies, I think. So I do know that this is nonfiction as well. Okay, this is what I thought. It is The Hidden History of Slavery, 4 Presidents, and 5 Black Lives. So I think it might even be like the first 4 presidents and their relationship with their slaves. This is once again a YA novel about this topic. Oh, it says, to the devoted teachers and librarians who help guide us in our quest for the truth. So, once again, this is the inside. This is the cover of the book, so you know what to look for if you're interested in the truth behind this story. All right. There's got to be more fiction in here. I thought there was. Here we go. The Last of August. This is the second book in this Sherlock Holmes novel series. So the first one is also in there. We'll find it later. But this is kind of like a retelling of Sherlock Holmes through a teenage girl. I have been recommended this book and this series by my good friend Jamie a long time ago, and I finally got my hands on it because I can never seem to get it from the library at the same time with the audiobook. So now I have the physical copy. Okay, this one, just the cover of the book looks so intriguing. This is a new adult, I think. The House of Hidden Mothers by Mira Sayal, maybe? But look at that pretty cover. I love it. So, 1 second. I gotta read this again. So this is actually about the surrogacy boom in India. So it's about the families that decide to become surrogates and the families that need them, all like surrounded by the Indian culture. And so I'm super excited about this book. It is so intriguing. I love like fertility, genetics, surrogacy stories mixed with the fact that it's in a different culture. I cannot wait to pick this up. It looks like it's a pretty lengthy read. About 420 pages, so this will be a good one. The next one in the box. Ooh, all right. Another YA nonfiction that I've had on my list and I can never get from the library is The Borden Murders, Lizzie Borden and the Trial of the Century. Once again, on one of Donna Lynn Miller's lists of YA fiction, this is obviously the story of Lizzie Borden. And did she or did she not take an axe and gave her mother a 40 whacks? So there is that one. Here is the first one in the Sherlock Holmes series. So I had the first 2. I believe there's a third one, but it is not out in paperback yet. So if I enjoy these, I will give that one a try as well. Next up is 5 Days Left by Julie Lawson Timmer. Okay, this one sounds like it might be a little hard to read, but I'm here for it. So it says, Mara seems to have it all. She's a successful lawyer, adoring wife to a handsome doctor, and an adoptive mother to a child she loves more than anything. At first, her husband becomes alarmed by the changes in her behavior, and she is angry, but as time goes on, Mara can no longer deny that something is truly wrong. So Scott, a middle school teacher who has been fostering an 8-year-old boy while the boy's mother serves a jail sentence, has 5 days before the boy will return to the mother, walking out of the house forever. So it explores the relationships. I want to say, I can't remember. Let me look. Terminally ill, family relationships. I want to say that I think the woman might have cancer, because of course, but I did check for my mental well-being. It is not breast cancer, I think. But you might see that in a wrap-up. Oops, I about dropped it. It just sounded really good. It might tear me to pieces, but I'll give it a try. The next one is Half a World Away. I've had this in my cart many, many times. It's been recommended many, many times. But this is a middle grade novel about a young boy who is named Jaden. And he is really struggling. He's adopted from a different country to his family. And he's like just acting out and like doing things that we wouldn't consider normal, but it's kind of like him trying to process his life. He's hoarding food, he steals, he doesn't feel connected to anyone, so there you have the detachment disorder. He lights fires, and his adoptive parents say that they love him, but now they're trying to adopt another child half the world away, and where does he fit into that family? I'm just excited to give this one a read. Once again, I think this will be a hard one, but it's middle grade, so hopefully it won't be too difficult. All right, so this next one is another one that I've heard a lot about. It is called Hidden Girl. It kind of has a cool, I don't know, there it is. That cool emblem right there. It is the true story of a modern-day child slave. Oh, this is going to be deep. So it's 8-year-old that is sold into domestic slavery. One of 11 children. Shemaiah lived with her family in poverty in Egypt. An older sister dismissed from her job as a servant for stealing. So she has to make a deal with the employers, and to repay her debt, she's like taken in. And through there, they sell her into the United States illegally, and it's a true story of how we had these hidden children in our country working as slaves. This is terrifying. As a teacher, as just a human being, terrifying. I don't know why I got that book, but it's gonna make it real. All right, next one. Okay. This is A Breast Cancer Alphabet by Madwoman, maybe, I don't know. Once again, this is one that I've had on my radar, but I didn't want to test it out. Let's see. A is for anxiety. Yes. So it goes all into that topic. Let's see what other one is. L is for looks. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to see kind of what this was about, and it was like super duper cheap. If I like it, I'll keep it, pass it on. If I don't, it can go in the trash. Because I hate cancer. Next up is Mrs. Houdini. This is a novel about how Houdini has died and his wife is getting all these signs from him that he's still around, and it's the magic that follows their love. It just sounded much different, and it sounded really good, so I am going to give that one a shot as well. The last one in the box was Lizzy by Evan Hunter. I don't know the exact premise of the book, but obviously it's like a fiction retelling or putting the fiction into a novel format of Lizzie Borden. And so I will definitely try to also pair these together, much like I would like to do for the Bonnie and Clyde book. So as you can see on the sheet, I got these 16 books for $35.15. I used a $5 off code I've gotten for my points, but then I also got an additional $5. So that's awesome. I absolutely love Book Outlet. I'm trying to see, my most expensive book was $4.12, and that was the novel about Bonnie. But my least expensive book was $1.19, and that was The Breast Cancer Alphabet in 5 Days Left. So you can get all of these books for really super cheap. I love finding steals, especially nonfiction that may take me a while to get through. That way I don't have to worry about them being overdue, because I am the worst when it comes to library books. As a librarian, it's embarrassing, but it's true. They make a lot of money off of me. I just consider it donations. So those are the 16 books that I got from this book outlet haul. I'm super excited about all of them. I'm super thankful for the Nonfiction November team for influencing me in a way to get all of these nonfiction books into my hands. I would love to hear if you have any more nonfiction recommendations that I need to check out. Obviously, you can see that I do enjoy YA, even middle grade nonfiction, because adult nonfiction is just really hard for me to get through. So if you have any recommendations that fit kind of in those realms, please let me know down below, and I would love to chat with you down in the comments. Please make sure you like and subscribe if you would like to, and until next time,